Good morning, everybody. I'm host of Warren First 931, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my good friend, Thomas E. Davis.
That's right.
It is Super Tuesday, and before we get into that, I do want to say thanks again to our first interview we had was with Miss Victoria Broderick, which is also running in the 4th District Congressional against y'all's incumbent, Scott Desjardins. But with that said, we're going to get into weather, and then I'm going to just start grilling Tom on some Q&As, if that's okay with him.
Yeah. And while you got it there,
Yep.
So while you're looking it up,
Go ahead.
I am running in the Republican primary.
Yeah, he's on the Republican side. We were going to get into that.
I got you. All right.
Yeah. And not
jump the shark. Is that what
it's
a
jump ship.
I
always say jump the ship.
Oh, all right.
I can't handle it anymore. I'm jumping. But right now in McMinnville, your weather is for today. It is 60 degrees right now, mostly sunny. Today's high is 69. Tonight's low is 48. Partly cloudy conditions are expected around 10 a.m. Wind gusts are going to be up again to 24 miles per hour. And everybody's like asking me, Kelly, why is the weather doing what it's doing? Well, again, guys, it's fall weather and it's Tennessee and it's time to get cold.
Say welcome to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah,
right?
Welcome to Middle Tennessee. You're going to have rain, thunderstorms, sleet, snow, flurries, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and then it'll be 80, and then it'll be
It'll go right back to it.
Yeah.
But that's why you see all this wind coming through, because it is for the fall weather. I do see, as far as the 7-day forecast, the only potential chances of rain and maybe some thunderstorms is going to be this coming Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But again, the weather can change on a dime. It always does. But we want to say thank you to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors, because without them, we cannot do what we are doing here. And now I'm going to before we get started, because I got to find my Q&As, because I always like asking the same questions that I ask, our others. Definitely Tennessee, 4 seasons in a week. He totally agrees with us. Thank you, William. But Tom, tell everybody your name, who you're representing, if you're Democratic, Independent, or Republican, and then, just give a little bit of your background.
Sure. Thomas E. Davis. Typically I go by Tom, but that's what you'll see on the ballot is Thomas E. Davis. That's a throwback from being in the Army. Everything was done like that, so I kept that. I'm a candidate in the Republican primary for the U.S. House of Representatives, Tennessee's 4th Congressional District. I'm a U.S. Army combat veteran, former peace officer, husband, father, servant leader. I served almost 25 years in the Army. And then once I got out in 2014, I went home to Arizona, which is where I was born, where I'm from originally. And then in 2017, we moved here to Warren County to be closer to family.
Right.
And since I've been here, the end of 17, up until now, there's a few exceptions in there, but I've been the quartermaster for VFW Post 5064. I'm also a member of the American Legion Post 173 here. And I am a member of, I attend First Baptist Church here in McMinnville. I'm part of the safety ministry there. And did a couple other things here and there, and then was called into this. Yeah. It was actually in 23, I was the guest speaker at our Memorial Day ceremony that we do. And at the end of my speech, I gave, it was actually Paul Sherrill, our state representative, that asked me if I'd ever thought about going into politics. And my answer then was, no.
I think I remember you telling us that at the radio station back then. You were like, I could never do that. Nah.
I'm like, no, that's not been my plan. That's not been, But so, obviously other than a kid, you're like, I'm going to be president, some stuff like that. But as an adult, nothing truly serious. And then so some things kind of stacked on that year, and I started looking around at how I was being represented. Yeah. And I got to Congressman Scott Desjardins in the 4th Congressional District, and I was not super excited about several things. And these are items that since I've been doing this that I've heard throughout the district. Yeah. And one of the first ones, or one of the primary ones I hear, is about town halls. Yeah. He has not had a town hall since 2013. Yeah. So what are we at, 12 years without standing in front of we the people and answering questions directly. Now, here's what I've noticed, especially with politicians, is they will tell you something, but then they don't give you like specifics on how to solve a problem. Right. Now, to the best of my ability, if I have a solution or can present a solution, I absolutely will. Because that has always bothered me in the Army, is going through the police academy, and just don't start crybabying if you don't have some solutions. So for me, for town halls quarterly, I have not seen anything in the congressional schedule or how their stuff goes that you can't do this. And it doesn't matter if you have 0 or 1,000 people show up to these things. You should be doing them. That's part of the gig, is to report back to the boss, which is we the people. So at least quarterly. And I can't even, having dealt with the Republican parties within the counties, I can't imagine calling up one of the party chairs and be like, hey, can you put and not the same day, obviously, but, and again, we got a year calendar out. Be like, hey, here's, plan a town hall for me, boom, there we go. I can't imagine it even be like, I don't really think we're going to do that.
And then, like Melody made a mention on our show yesterday about how in the Washington, where there's a, the connected to the Capitol Hill, to the, the main, hoo-ha, as I call it, but where each district can distribute like artwork from its area or its counties. And she read verbatim the email that our art teachers got, and we were like, what?
And I went and I looked that up on the go out, look it up.
You can look it up.
It's on there. You just got it. And
we shared the link on yesterday's show.
Okay. But it, out of 9 congressional representatives are in the U.S. House, there is only one representative that does not have art displayed. And that one representative is Congressman Scott Desjardins. And I
have to say, and this is just me, like whether you're a Republican or Democrat or independent in this seat, why did you stop? Like, why? Like, it's one of those questions. I feel like a 4-year-old child asking my, Dad, why? Why? And then the answer's not good enough. Why?
And so that would be my question too, is like, what when all the other representatives are doing it, and again, we got to understand the why behind it. But just outside looking in, I'm like, all these other representatives, what's the problem?
They're doing it. How hard?
Now again, I'm not, if there's a valid reason, and maybe they, maybe he's right and they're wrong. I don't really think so.
Right.
But to at least ask those questions.
But
the answer from him was that it's too rural, which to me is nonsense.
What does that mean? That's my question.
Rutherford County is part of this district. So you're telling me in Rutherford County, you're telling me out of 15 counties, we can't find an art class or even outside of that. It doesn't have to be in school.
And we have a lot of good art people in our town.
I'm sure some of the
artists.
Homeschools.
We have a lot of good artists.
The homeschool, places, I'm sure like, hey, submit the thing, and all right, I got no idea about art, but I can be like, all right, that one looks cool. Let's go.
Right.
And do, whatever the kind of the standard is. That to me, that's ridiculous. And it goes to some of the things I've seen him do. And this is like a career of this. So if you remember in January, we had a bunch of storms.
Yes.
And they shut Washington down, or they did some stuff. Roads were bad. So our representative, Scott Desjardins, decided to take that day off. He called his own weather day.
Oh.
So, and I'm like, okay, maybe it was that bad. But when I see every other U.S. House of Representative member from Tennessee going, I'm like, what were you doing? That's horrible. You get paid to go, and it's not like we're in some, like plan ahead. You knew the storm was coming.
As we all do when we get the news reports. Like I'm not saying like right now, I'm not saying that it's going to come a huge thunderstorm and we need to bunker down, but we need to be cautious and we need to be. This is your warning. Sunday might get bad. I don't know.
So that's some stuff like that, and then now with his votes he is now voting yes on the continuing resolutions. And he was on a program earlier, GCTV 6 is out of Grundy County.
Okay.
And made the mention that like, hey, I've never voted for a continuing resolution until now, which is actually false. Maybe he forgot about the 2 votes. One in it was 2011, one in 2013. I may have those wrong, but he did vote a couple times for CRs. But even outside of that, now he's voting yes. It's like what changed? And now he's voting yes to raising our debt ceiling. That's the biggest threat to this nation right now is government overspending.
Yeah.
So if we're willing to just jump on board and just yay us, call it a big beautiful bill, pass it in the middle of the night, it raises the debt ceiling and it spins in the deficit. It's all they're doing up there is arguing about the Democrats want to spend it on illegals here in the country. Republicans want to just launch all our money overseas to countries that hate us, and then has been funding the invasion of this nation. So, and like I said, so back to some of those specifics. So one, for the town halls quarterly, the art thing, fire it back up. That to me seems like a no-brainer is an issue.
Seems so easy.
And then for the budget, let's get after it. And let's not forget with what we're going through now with the shutdown, that these guys, I think it was April, they took 2 weeks off.
They did.
They are only, if you look at the calendar, now some of this stuff does change. They just took a whole bunch of time off in the House because of what the Senate's doing. But if you just look at the calendar, the most they have on a month is 3 weeks. There's always a week off, except April, I think it was, they took 2 weeks off. They took from I think it was the 25th of July until, I think it was the 1st or 2nd of September. The entire month of August. And now they're telling us it's a crisis. Like you guys didn't know it was coming. This is just horrible leadership and not planning.
Right. So, and I know some people that, still have to work even though there's a government shutdown because, for example, the post office. Post office cannot be shut down. So to me, if the post office can't be shut down, why are you shut down? I just think it's stuff like that. I do know, though, my friend did say that his boss did say that because this was his first full year there. He said that don't worry, when it comes back, you're gonna get your pay back. You're just not gonna get paid during this time, but you'll get your back pay. I think is what he was saying.
And so that's, which is fine if you work through it. But what also they'll bake into these when they fire the government back up is back pay for people that they sent home. It's like if you didn't work, you shouldn't get paid. That to me, that's like, and then it's incumbent upon us as the citizenry. Like if you're in one of those jobs, and this happens all the time. Well, not all the time, but this happens pretty frequently. So you should be able to weather this storm and have that, 3, 4, 5 months of cash reserves to sustain you through this. I mean, we're at the TSA agents getting in line for the food baskets. It's like, what are we doing here? And
we need to clean it up. We need to get a broom and clean it up.
Yes. And so that's, and if we keep sending the same people back up there, we're going to keep getting these same results. And until we hit that cliff financially as a nation, and it does.
I think you answered almost all these questions. Because I said you already answered this one. What started all for you in politics? And then you also talked about issues that is important to you. And then you also talked about changes you see. So I want to know, because again, I know it's, you're going to be working with this, if you get this position, it's going to be with the state, but you're going to be working with the counties. What changes would you like to see in your communities that you're going to be serving that you believe, that the elected officials should prioritize?
So just like I've talked about, the accessibility and transparency. I mean, and I've kind of seen some of this stuff because I haven't even seen this year one of his mobile office hours. That there's some folks that work within the campaign or the district to get those questions. But facilitate that through those town halls, and they should see me as the representative. So that I would like to see that actual access to, and because I'll a little bit more on that. The excuses I got about the town halls. The first one I received, and this one was from Washington, D.C., when I called the office up there. The first one I got was it's too dangerous. They've been told, hey, out of, it's secure. And this was in like 24, the beginning of 24 that I heard this. And my response to that is a couple things. One, stay strapped or get clapped. Or two, if it's too dangerous, don't do it. I'm like, if I'm sitting in the middle of Afghanistan on the fob, I can't just be like, hey,
you would know.
It's too dangerous out there. I'm not going to do it. No, get out of it. If it's too dangerous for you, get out of it. So to me, that's a ridiculous excuse. The next one I've heard was that he's too busy. So he's the chair of a subcommittee now. In his 8th term, he's the chair of a subcommittee. And I've been told he was too busy. So I'm like, which again, he's got time to come back for photo ops occasionally.
Yeah.
But he can force his way into Reagan Day dinners like the day of the event, or last minute and get added to stuff. But he can't plan ahead. Like, that's horrible. And then to me, I'm like, let's have some transparency. Let's have some accessibility. And then the last one was from him directly, is that it is a Democrat tactic. Well, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news here for him. Not. That within the Republican Party, everybody I have talked to about this is they're kind of shocked. They're like, wait, what? He's not doing town halls? Yeah, he's not doing town halls. And so
I feel like everybody does town halls except for
my push on that is, okay, I kind of feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene does town halls. Is she a Democrat? I kind of feel like my state senator, Janice Bowling, does town halls.
Victoria Broderick, throw her name. She does town halls.
Yeah. So
I mean, and you went to the one that they did in Murfreesboro?
And in Murfreesboro,
yeah.
That one. And to be fair to that organization, they are very left leaning. I'm not super excited about them, but they treated me fairly.
Yeah, they said you were very nice.
And then it's on my YouTube channel, Tom Davis TN4, for anybody that wants to go watch that interview. But we have got to a point, and we got to look at us as a nation, and it's very difficult to do. On a lot of levels, but to figure out some common ground.
Yeah.
And I was able to find some common ground within that. And one of the things, the biggest thing should be, let's stop deficit spending, because it will crash us. And like I said, none of them are talking about stop deficit spending. They're just talking about where we want to send all this money to, besides the American people, besides American citizens.
Yeah.
And it should be America first. It should be our citizens first, and then out of abundance.
Wow.
It's all the analogies out there. The airplane. Like, you're going to put your air mask on first before you help anybody
with your
else.
kids, because that's what they tell you.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If we're not taking care of ourselves, our citizens, then stop.
Yeah.
I would be hard pressed to vote yes on any money going overseas.
Yeah.
Because it's 30. We're starting to talk about almost $38 trillion in debt.
There's your stale.
Yeah, and they do weird things. Stop with the weird, like, trying to shuffle it around the shell game that they do. If you are, in this case, if they are spending more than they are taking from us, you're wrong. Yeah. You're wrong as all get out.
I get it.
So stop it, and then live within your means.
Okay, and then lastly, go ahead.
Oh no, I think I was.
Lastly, what are some upcoming dates for people to get to know you a little better? Like our town, I know you got the thing in November.
Yep. So November 15th, I have a town hall here in Warren County
at the detention.
And then tomorrow I will be on with the Patriot Punk.
Okay.
And he's out at Tullahoma. And then.
Well, pause right there. Talk about the Patriot Punk. How can they see that show tomorrow?
The Patriot Punk Network. The way he does it, he'll start out like his first 15 minutes on Facebook, and I'll post again about this with the links will come out. But then on Rumble is his primary one.
Okay.
So you can find him there, the Patriot Punk Network on Rumble.
Okay.
And you can't miss this guy. One, he's out of Tullahoma, I think it says on there, but he's got this ginormous mohawk. He's got a ginormous blonde mohawk.
Okay. So, he's very well branded. Like, you're not going to be again, Patriot Punk. Yes. I get it. He looks like a punk rocker.
So, and I've been doing is going back watching some of his interviews. He had Monty Fritz on there with him. I think that was last week.
Okay.
But he does more, like you kind of do here, more local stuff.
Yeah.
But he does also that stuff too. So because these issues matter too, even here locally. Yeah. What the clown show in Washington, D.C. does affects us here.
Yeah.
And it may not be directly, but eventually we are going to feel it.
And it's like me and you said, off air and on air, and also, down there when we've had the Republicans, they've met underneath the farmers market about, the terms and, we don't need these career politicians. We need, I do feel like with every new generation, there's somebody else that needs to take over and help grow, because I'm a firm believer, if we sit in stagnant water, we're going to die. So, grow or die.
Yeah, and I've seen this in a lot of different organizations, and a couple things is that those older ones we're talking about are comfortable in those seats. we the people do not stay informed about what they're doing, and we just keep, oh, hey, yeah, he's been there, keep checking the box. And those folks, once they get in there, they don't want to let go. And then the younger folks, you're trying to you are super busy doing this thing for your family, and you're trying to make a living. So to get into politics is going to be very difficult.
100%.
But we got to be able to release it as older generation coming up, and then the younger generation has to figure out like early on,
baby step it in. Yes.
Like, if I'm 20 and I have some kind of aspiration for this, I need to be working at 30. I'm going to be running or whatever your plan is.
100%.
And I'm looking at my generation as Gen X, and we absolutely need to step into the gap on this and bridge this gap, because all this stuff, what do we hear about? The boomers. It's the boomers and the millennials, and how the alphas and the zoos.
Dude, I can't keep up with all that.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at. But what do you not hear about? You don't hear about Gen X.
No.
Because this is like, hey, don't mess with those cats.
Yeah, they don't want to be messing around.
Yeah, but guess what? A lot of this that we're seeing, it is our fault. Because we failed, or somehow were unable to instill some of these core American values, like America first, into our children.
And I do feel like what the millennials use is, I feel like that you Gen Xers or whatever, is the XYZers, whatever you want to call it. I feel like that whether it's your group, our group, or something, when we as American citizens ignore something, like, oh, that ain't going to amount to anything. Oh, that's just hush, hush, whatever.
Yeah.
When you ignore something, and then whether it be 5 weeks, 5 days later, you're like, oh God, what just happened? And then, or 20 years down the line, when something trickles and you're like, oh wait, instead of like just passing it and letting it slip through your fingers, seriously sit down and think about it and talk amongst your friends, or look it up, or something like that. Like, take the time, take 5 or 10 minutes to be like, oh gosh, this is something. Instead of nothing.
And what we do is we try and separate all the politics and all this. And I've seen this in a couple different organizations, that and the lever of control is taxes. The lever of control is a nonprofit status. And people have been misled to believe, in one particular organization, that they are not a political organization. And this particular organization they are lobbyists. They lobby in Washington, D.C. Now, what they are is non-partisan. So they don't pick candidates, but absolutely they should be having candidates. They should be having representatives come in and discuss, hey, how are you handling our issue? That's what you do. You're a lobbyist. And to include at local levels. I know in particular here in Warren County, for veterans, there's a problem with keeping a VSO in the office. Each county is authorized how many, certain, depending on population.
Because that person just retired, I think.
I don't know what happened, but bottom line is we are without a VSO for the county.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and see if I can get him in with our county executive and get his take on why, because I don't know the why that we can't do this, so I can't start.
Because that's been like what, 2-3 months now. It's been
maybe, I don't remember. It's been I think this meeting or our last meeting at the VFW, we talked about it. But, so to have an understanding of the problem and what it is, then I can maybe talk about it. But right now, all I know is, and it's been in this county, and I've heard it from other counties too. It's like, how do we keep somebody in that position? And it may not necessarily be just throw more money at it. Because that's what we always like to do. Just throw more money.
Like, figure out what that person's job entitles, and do they need an assistant? Do they need are they doing this all by themselves? Is this a solo job? Can they, and again, it is, you got to look into that. Terry Bell, call this man.
Well, on my agenda today to see if, and I haven't scheduled him, or tried to get on his calendar. I'm sure he's busy. So like I said, maybe if I can, I'm going to try it.
But if you guys do have any questions that you would like to ask Tom, you can at any time. We can send them to him. He did, there's some, like, he asked me yesterday, some like, what are the hot local questions right now? And so I gave him my take. And I think I said nonprofits, I said taxes, and just the transparency, being present is the 3 big things I always hear about when it comes to politics. And and again, it's not all the time, but right now, the past 3 months, that's what's been hit at me.
Right.
And so if you have any questions or concerns that's going wrong, that you feel like that's going wrong in the government, you can call Tom. You can go on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, Facebook is the primary one.
Okay, Facebook is primary.
And then, and before this drops off, Victoria last week was asked about the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And here's another answer. I don't know if go back and listen to it. Kind of vague, which is a little bit. She did kind of do similar stuff to the that town hall. Yeah. But here's my stance on the Second Amendment, and very specific, that it says what it says. And the 1934 National Firearms Act and the 1968 Gun Control Act are both unconstitutional. And so we should very diligently be trying to repeal those. Now, we can start having some other conversations about keeping the kids safe in school, because, absolutely. Yeah. But what we're doing is not working. So let's
talk back. What could work.
Instead of everybody trying to restrict an inanimate object, let's talk about maybe some alternative solutions. And that's, I think I still have on my Facebook, was it with the Cain with a rock killed Abel, and with a rock David, slayed the giant Goliath. So was it the rock, or was it the person? Yeah. Was it the intent? And that's what we get. We get caught up in our feels about things. Yes,
put your feelings aside.
Yeah, any of these incidents is absolutely tragic, and I can't even imagine what these parents go through when that stuff happens in these schools. But we have to understand that evil walks among us, and how we're dealing with that evil right now is not working. So restricting law-abiding citizens with a tool or access to a tool. Yeah, and we have to be very honest about that amendment also. While there are some second and third order effects that we talk about hunting, we talk about self-defense. The bottom line of that, or the upfront of that, is a means of defense against tyranny, against a tyrannical government. So that's, there you go. And currently we have means and methods to not take that. And having been downrange and engaged in some of that stuff, like I don't want to do that. Not here in my own country, not with friends and neighbors. No, let's have discussions about ideas. And if you can, and all of this stuff, if you can show me in the Constitution where it says we should be doing it, okay, I'm all in. But there are enumerated powers within the Constitution that the federal government is supposed to do. And then if it's not that, then it's up to the states or the people to take care of it. Then what we have now is a federal government that is so huge, up to like 90% of what our federal government is doing is unconstitutional. So
there you go. There's Tom in a nutshell.
So I just wanted to, I know she got the question about the Second Amendment. And like I said, as best as I can, there will be questions I can't answer, but as best as I can, I will tell
You'll answer
my
as best
stance
as you
on
can.
it and give a plan of attack or a plan of a method, a plan to solve a problem. So,
well, if you guys want to follow him, like he said, follow him on Facebook.
Facebook is
his primary, but you do have YouTube.
Yep, YouTube is Tom Davis TN4. I am on X, but I don't really do much there. It's Tom Davis TN4. YouTube, I said that one. Tom Davis TN4. Instagram, Tom Davis TN4.
So you can follow him anywhere. If you have any other questions that you would like me to ask Tom, please message me at 931-369-3050 or messages here, and we'll make sure to give them the questions at hand. Guys, we're going to take a quick break from order sponsors, and when we get back, we're going to have our good friend, Miss Adele, talking about a Master Gardeners event. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
At the cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535. Welcome back to Warren First 9 through 1. I'm host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and I have a special in-studio guest with me now, the one, the only, Miss Dale.
Good morning. Good morning.
She is a lady of many, many hats, but today we are wearing our Master Gardener's hats.
We are.
And y'all have a big event, a plant sale going on this Thursday.
This Saturday.
Sorry.
At the farmer's market.
Okay.
From 7 a.m. till about 12:30.
Okay.
If you come later, you get the deals.
Okay.
But if you come early, you get what you want.
Oh.
And that's the secret. If you know what you want, we have trees and shrubs and plants and information.
Yeah.
We have Ask the Master Gardener. And at this time of year, fall being our temperatures, yesterday we were 33 degrees at our house. And warmer today. But when your night temperatures start falling, that's when you need to start thinking about your fall chores and what you need to do.
Also, when you go on a Saturday morning, you can do some Q&A with Ask the Master Gardener.
Absolutely.
Or I just do my little, speed dial one. Miss Dale, hello.
There you go. There you go.
Because I never, again, they've helped me with my situation on my plants, and they're still
thriving.
Now, I do water them, or I put ice cubes in them once a month with the fertilizer.
Not necessary to do anything else to them.
Yeah.
To them.
Because I'm waiting for the bloom. They're just green right now.
Part of the issue, a lot of questions, bringing outside plants indoors. And it's a little tricky. And every year people say, no, you told me I could bring this inside. Yeah. It died. It got yellow. It's drooping. You need to recognize, and people often overlook, the fact that plants love to be routine and everything stays the same. They like static. They don't like change. So when you bring a plant into your home, it's a huge change. Yeah. If in fact you have room, you should put them in a less sunny spot, and don't water them regularly, because in your house, in the wintertime, in a home, plants don't need to be watered as much, contrary to what people think, because the top of the soil may feel dry from the heat, from the furnace, from the less moisture in the air. So you need to stick your finger down in there because you will get root rot. Yeah. As I explained to you.
Yes. And one of my plants did get root rot. And then I was like, you know what? I took out took it out, shook it off and started a whole new soil.
Right.
And then boom.
Right.
It's back.
Exactly.
I saved it.
You did save it.
I was like so happy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We have some plants that do better inside naturally, and that's almost trial and error for your home, whomever. Big tip: when you put your plant, you figure out where you want to put your plant. Yeah. Diffuse light, direct light, and even in the winter. In our home, the front of our living room is all glass, all and it's southern exposure.
Yeah.
So the succulents,
Mm-hmm.
I put a little to the side because even though they say direct sun, succulents do a little bit better with a little diffusion.
It's half and half.
Yes, they really do. So you figure out where you want your plants to go. Then you figure out, where are my heater vents?
Yeah.
Are they in the ceiling, at the top, on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Some people use supplemental heaters.
Okay.
The vacillating kind.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on if you have oil. I don't think a lot of people down here use oil, right?
Mm-mm. Not that I'm aware of.
They use propane.
Propane's a big one. Mm-hmm.
Natural gas appears to be the prime choice, but of course where we live, we don't have
It's either propane or electric.
Electric. And electric heat, we love the convenience.
Yeah.
But in fact, it has a wide swing range of temperature. So your heat comes on, and then it doesn't come back on again until it's down to the lowest set point, right? So meanwhile, your temperature is dropping, and then it goes on, and boom, it's hot.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
No. It's like you're shocking your plant every time, it sounds like.
It's exactly the word.
You're shocking it.
And when you bring them in from outside, you're shocking them.
It.
Unless you have an area
similar to outside conditions,
just
almost.
a transition area.
Yeah, better transition area.
A transition area. Now remember, indoor plants are wonderful for air quality.
They are.
And in the winter, if you don't open your windows, you have stale air.
That's right.
And they are fantastic. One of the best, crazy as it may seem, I hope I have a picture of that. Mother-in-law's tongue. You know what that is?
No.
Okay.
It sounds vicious.
We will have a lot at the plant sale.
Okay.
So
you got mother-in-law's
tongue. That's not the scientific name, obviously.
Okay.
They're long and they're slender. They're probably about 2 inches at the base, a mature one, 2 inches, and then it tapers up to just, a half an inch, quarter of an inch. And it's sharp and pointed like a mother-in-law's tongue. Not my mother-in-law's. I've been lucky.
Not mine.
Nope. And nor am I that kind of a mother-in-law. My daughter-in-laws love me, so I'm very fortunate. They are one of the best exchangers of oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Okay, I may be coming into your shop in the morning.
They're wonderful. The only thing with them is you have to gently dust them once a week in order for them to be optimal. Because in your home in the winter,
literally you dust them?
Yeah, you just take a little feather duster or something light. No, I don't mean a wet cloth.
Can I get a microfiber cloth like I have?
Gently.
Just gently.
Okay. Don't squeeze it. Lots of people want to squeeze it to make it shiny, I guess. I don't know. You just want to get the dust off.
Okay.
And if you have an air purifier in your home, many HVAC systems have air purifiers. You won't need to dust it like once a month.
Oh. And another thing I was thinking as you're talking, if you have plants that you bring, whether you bring them in or you've had indoor plants in general, if you have one succulent, if you put it in a clear cup, and if you don't like touching the dirt, this is just because I've done this with my daughter. Watch the succulent. It may be dry at the top, but in the bottom of the cup, if it's still wet,
that's right.
This is how I water my plants. If the succulent is still moist at the bottom, I don't put ice cubes in. So sometimes, and it also depends on how the weather is, because I have mine in the bay windows where they get the sun that they need.
Right.
Some days it could be dry in 4 or 5 days.
Yep.
Some other days the water cup on my succulent 7 to 10 days.
Yep.
It's very weird, but I watch that, and then if I see that it's just even that much, I'm like, I'm gonna put the ice cubes in today,
right?
Because then I know it's okay. Because in my other pots that you can't see, but that's what I do, and it's in this little martini blue cup it's still going. Still going. I got that from the Master Gardeners that day because my son's like, Mom, you would like this. But, again, I'm telling you, there's a lot of truth.
Now explain why you put an ice cube. Because many people won't understand the process.
So I put in ice cubes because I was told, I don't think it was you, I read about it, where because I was growing orchids. and my orchids were going great. And they said, just do ice cubes because it's the slow process.
Right.
And it's similar to like when it rains and how much they absorb. And so depending on the size of the pot is the size of how many ice cubes, by the way, you also do. So if you have like a small coffee cup mug, I only do 2 ice cubes.
Right.
If it's a big pot like that, I do 4 ice cubes.
Now, do you do real cubes or do you do the dispenser type
real
ice?
Cubes?
Okay. That makes a difference.
It does make a difference. I have the real big O cubes. So, but yeah, it's similar to what they would have gotten if they were outside. Now, I will say, and this might be, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, what I did the other day, Sunday, it was doom and gloomy when it's normally sunny. This was at the beginning of the day. And so I was working and I was like, well, I have my indoor plant light. And I'm like, it's 7:00. I'm going to give them, turn it on. So I turned it on. And when I saw the sun finally coming out, I turned it off. Because I was like, I would hate not to get my tan on,
Well, it won't hurt it.
Yeah, it didn't hurt it. It didn't hurt it. And so now, like, I just keep it's a little clip on that just clips on the chair, and they got 2 sticks, and it's just over. It's really neat. I've done that with my succulents. I've done that with if I wanted to do some seedlings.
Right.
I've done that with those. I've done it with my herb garden I've grown indoor in my house. But I'm now focused on these other plants, which I don't know what they're called that I got in the house now. I thought they were daylilies, and they were not.
Send me a picture.
I didn't, but we couldn't tell that. I was waiting till the bloom. I want them to bloom.
Oh no! Yes, we'll need a bloom.
Because right now it's just like it looks like to me a daylily. The leaf
stem.
The stem.
And the leaves?
Yeah, just
are
the
like
leaf.
That all the way up
There's
there?
not a stem right now. It's just the leaf.
Okay.
The stem's not coming up because it's got the where the multiples at the root go.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really weird. That's what it reminded me of, those waxed daylilies.
Yes.
But it's not. I don't know if it is or not.
Pod.
You know what I'm talking about? That you don't even have to water those. No. Which is fun. Like
the amaryllis.
Voodoo.
I'm telling you, my father-in-law is 102 years old, and he loves watching those amaryllis pods. He can't. He said, I keep wanting to water. I keep wanting to do something to it, and you can't. Everybody tells me, don't touch it, don't touch it.
Because if you do have a friend out there that's listening, or tag somebody, what she's talking about, those are probably the easy, like those people that say that I kill every plant. You will not kill this.
They are the best gifts ever, and you can get them at many places now.
You can.
Yeah. I mean, Graves has
Graves
them.
Family Pharmacy has them, which they get them from Daylily Nursery.
Yeah.
Mr. Hitchcock and them make, they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah. And they run specials, so that you can get them.
Holidays are a good day to get them.
The other, I'm telling people love them as gifts, and it's a no-brainer. You know it's going to bloom.
My mom still has hers for 2 years ago.
I do too.
And she said it was dying, and she put it outside one day in the shaded part sun, part not. And I'm like, how did yours get another bloom?
Yep. No, mine also, but I don't move it. I never move it. And I have not added water. Did she add water?
She doesn't add water.
No, I didn't either. It's really kind of like a little cosmo climate, you know. But if you bring in plants, like I bring in my mandevilla, and if you bring in your hibiscus, they're a little temperamental. All right, your mandevilla will all of a sudden develop vines. They'll go to your chairs, to your drapes, to your windows. They'll go all over and not bloom
ever.
So, well, no, you want to cut those off.
Okay.
You want to cut all those vines off. Yeah. You want to keep it in one spot. Make sure that's sunny. They need sun. And you will get blooms all winter. Oh. I mean, it's amazing. People told me no. My first one was a gift. And they said, here, I don't want it. Take it. I can't do anything with it. And I said, okay. Sure. It was free.
Yeah.
It was free.
Free is always a good thing.
And sure enough, I got blooms. And they couldn't believe me. I just gave my father-in-law one. And it's outside now. Yeah. But we'll bring it in. Now, he can't put it in his apartment. It's too dark.
Okay.
But I take it home and then put it back in the spring. So your hibiscus are a little more temperamental, and it depends upon the kind of fertilizer. If you fertilize your outdoor plants, which most people do, you have to kind of cut back on that kind of thing. Cut back on your water and cut back on that. But plants in your house in the winter, it's one of the best things you can do for quality of air.
Yeah, see, that's why I want to get some more mother-in-law's tongue, and then I'll buy my mother-in-law one.
Well, that's what we call it. I mean, like I said, that's not the scientific name, but that's what we call it.
And me and my cousin Christy, she's got plants in her house, and where I do most of my work is around my plants because I feel like the quality of air is better.
If you keep your leaves dusted, don't forget that because that's your exchange.
Okay.
Remember that.
So any plant can get lightly dusted?
Yes.
Now,
I don't think of microfiber. I use one of those little like you clean your the long
the
feather thing.
Thingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just gently, very gently do it.
Okay.
Your succulents are hardy. Your herbs are hardy.
Yeah.
You can.
My succulent will never die. I thought one time I'm not going to water this thing for months.
No. We go away for a month at a time.
Yeah.
And
Succulent's fine.
And you come back and they won't grow.
No.
But they remain dormant.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like when you bring your plants like outside, if you leave plants outside, or when do you do bulbs?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Bulbs are the easiest plants in the world. I mean,
really?
You could do bulbs.
Okay.
Yeah. You can divide your own. Just make sure you shake off all that old dirt, because there will be some pests and things like that on it, and you'll get better, bigger blooms. But you can buy bulbs at the grocery store. You know what I mean? You can. You can go to the pharmacy. You can go to the grocery store. Don't know. We would like to have bulbs on Saturday, but not 100% sure we will.
Okay.
Some people haven't separated yet, and you can always Google it.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure. First of all, we're supposed to get we had a frost the other morning, but wait till a good hard frost. You want your soil soft, okay, so you can dig in it.
Yeah.
And you want it soft about 8 inches down.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 inches is pretty good. Now your bulb doesn't go down that far, but you want loose soil for the roots.
Yeah.
The roots will begin to develop, obviously, or maybe not, previous to your stem and bloom. So you want the roots to have a little bit of development, which is why we put them in around zone 7, which is what we are.
Yeah.
The beginning of November.
Okay.
So that's coming
a good
quickly.
time. Yeah.
That's coming quickly.
So if anybody got bowl this Saturday, got your stuff, they'd just be ahead of time on the scheduling.
Right.
And they'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But what you don't want is to put it too soon because then they'll actually grow the bloom. Then you don't want that.
So just wait.
So it's better to wait. You want you don't want your soil hard yet. So you don't want your heavy frost, okay? Mm-hmm. So the roots go down, you get the cold, and it remains dormant, which it needs to do, folks. Don't be scared that you planted your bulbs and then it's 20 below. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
because they need that. Yeah. I believe in fertilizing it, but it's very light and it's a different kind of fertilizer. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that the most important thing is if you divide, or even if you buy them, and sometimes people will give you bulbs and they just pluck them out and put them in a bag, and you have all. You do not want to take those people's issues and put them in your garden. So you want to make sure you shake everything off. Now, some people actually wash them. I don't wash them. That makes me a little nervous, but it works. Yeah. It works.
I washed mine when I saw the rot.
Yes.
Because I needed to clean that off.
You definitely needed to wash that.
Yeah.
And it gets planted, your bulb. And remember, the pointy end goes up. Well, you'd be amazed. Some people, I don't know why, but they put the pointy end down, and of course, that's where your stem comes. Now, that's
really interesting.
Oh, yes.
I would not have known that.
I do not know why.
Because it looks like a light bulb,
I
so
think
light bulb
that's
down.
it. I think that's it. It's the shape, and they think the thinner end should be in the dirt.
But then you need to tell them like a light bulb, you got to go up because you screwed the light bulb up, in most of your lamps.
That's true. So pointy end up.
Okay.
That's really important to remember.
Oh, there's that Miss Avery. Okay, before you go, remind everybody this Saturday is the plant sale, the Master Gardeners
Market.
At the Farmers Market, 7 a.m. If you have any questions, you can ask the Master Gardeners as well. Also, too, do you have any upcoming events if people want to join Master Gardeners?
We have our classes, the certification classes, and they start in February.
Okay.
You'll have to sign up before that.
Right. That's what I thought. So if you have any questions, they can ask you at the farmer's market about it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. It's a wonderful opportunity to digest the information that you may think you know or you may know.
Yeah.
The other the other event, we're having an open to the public.
Okay.
Master Gardener regular meeting.
Okay.
And it's going to be about fall prep.
Ooh.
And you prep your lawn, you prep your bushes. Well, you shouldn't really prep your trees and bushes until spring.
Yeah.
But you can always cut off those ugly things.
Yeah, the dead ends.
Yeah. And it's important to know one thing I'd like to say: when you mow your lawn, we have beautiful lawns. My lawn, as long as it's green, it can be filled with weeds. As long as it's green, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But we have gorgeous lawns in Warren County.
We do.
I mean, lush, plush, green. Those are taken care of most of the time, not by the homeowner.
Yeah.
But some homeowners love to do it. I apologize. Consider finally mulching those leaves and let it lay. Now, you don't want to do it when they're wet.
No, you gotta do it when they're dry.
When they're dry, because then when it gets wet, that's when the nutrients leach. Okay.
And you're using essentially plant waste. Is
organic,
that what that
exactly?
Waste?
Yes. Organic,
something that has been
something that would be waste.
Yeah.
I'm sure our landfills are filled with bags of leaves. But mulching, and some of your people don't know, leaf blowers, the new ones, if you have one 20 years old, it probably won't. They mulch. There's a mulch attachment.
I did not know that.
And it mulches the leaves.
Oh.
So it's very clever. It's very clever.
We have an electric one, so.
It's still,
I bet it has one.
We have an electric one and it has one.
Yeah, because it's easier to turn on.
Different things. Oh, please. Yeah, around the
after the 20-year-old crank, I was like, I hated calling my husband or my dad, Daddy.
Well, they have electric start now, not just plug-in electric, but electric start.
Yes.
And they're bigger. They're the backpack type jobbies, and they're bigger. But consider doing that. Right. And if you have an excess, consider, rather than buying mulch, consider putting that on top of your flower bed. Again, make sure they're dry, please, because if they don't, they're going to mold.
Okay.
Mold and rot. But once they're down, once they're mulched, that's when you want the moisture.
There you go.
That's when you want it.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. I always enjoy.
Hope to see everybody.
Yes,
on Saturday.
I'll be there Saturday, bright and bushy-tailed, with one or two of my children at least.
That's good.
We're going to take a quick break from our sponsors, and when we get back, we're going to get Miss Avery with WCTE out in Cookeville, that is a part of our region, to talk all the cool things that is going on with them at their location. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit donaldhillisrealty.com. Firm 2273.
At Reddick Brown Ford, we're all about serving our Ford and Lincoln family. Enjoy our unbeatable oil change specials. Just $34.95 up to 6 quarts for synthetic blends and $119.95 up to 13 quarts for diesels. No appointment necessary. Plus, we offer convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
This is Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your #1 local go-to dealership.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535. Love you too. Welcome back, guys, to Warren First Night Throughout. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. It has been a jam-packed show, and now I'm going to bring on my good friend, Miss Avery from WCTE. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. It's been a crazy morning.
Oh, yes. I had some last-minuters come in, and it was absolutely fine. But I'm so glad that we could reschedule this to have you on today. I know you guys have a ton of events going on, so just dive right in. And you take over.
Well, thank you. And it's always a joy to be on. The number one thing I would just want to remind your viewers is to let them know that we are going to be doing a screening in McMinnville on November the 2nd, which is Sunday, November the 2nd at 5 p.m. at the Park Theater. Okay. And we're going to be screening Ken Burns' new documentary, The American Revolution, which is just going to be incredible. The series, which will premiere on public television on WCTE November the 16th. But this will give viewers kind of a sneak peek into what that film is going to be all about. And we've already been seeing a lot of RSVPs and really an outpour of people in all the communities we've done this in coming out to see this film.
Yeah. And if anybody wants any more information on that, that's coming up, how can they get that information?
Yes, of course. They can visit WCTE.org, and we are asking people to RSVP. The screening is free. Again, that's in McMinnville on Sunday, November the 2nd at 5 o'clock. But just trying to get the RSVPs to make sure we have enough seats and that we don't overcommit ourselves.
I got you. And
they
of course,
Go ahead. They can get WCTE.org. Yep.
Okay. And of course, November the 2nd is on a Sunday, just so everybody knows. And then another big event that you guys are having, unless I've already missed it, is your marathon, your scary, spooky marathon.
Saturday. Yep. This Saturday, we're hosting the Haunted Half, which is a half marathon and it's a 5K for those people that want to get out and walk, but they don't want to do 13.1 miles. They can do the 5K. And that's going to be kicking off Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And if that's not your jive, then you can head over to the Craft Beer Festival, Blues and Brews Craft Beer Festival. It's got a 20+ year legacy, and the weather is going to be beautiful on Saturday. So if you want to be out and you want to support WCTE, which we cover, we are, of course, located in Putnam County because that's where our FCC license is from, but we serve the whole Upper Cumberland, and we invite everybody to come out and participate in these events.
I know. And again, guys, all this information you can find in our newsletter that we get out. If you want to do whether it's the hard copy of the newspaper or if you want to be a part of the digital subscription as well, you can get these dates sent to you. Well, like we've been saying on the show since October started, we've created this October, November, December, and January community event calendar of all these events going on during the holiday months. And we've added these dates that she's speaking up specifically. So if you're not a part of that PDF share file, you can also message me at 931-369-3050 to get all that information and more as well. Yeah. So what is going in the gambit for November other than the screening here? Is there any other big events that you want to kind of push ahead of time?
Well, I think it's important for people to know we're still developing a lot of local content, and season 6 of It's Your Business with Michael Akins, which is a partnership through Tennessee Tech University. And we highlight businesses from all over the Upper Cumberland that are entrepreneurial type businesses. They're startups. And we go in and we talk to these business owners, what was your trials, your tribulations? How have you been successful? And it is interesting to hear about the amazing businesses that are opening around the Upper Cumberland. But I think, too, it helps those people that may be thinking about a startup. It helps them kind of get some baselines of what's important and some of the things that they can maybe avoid or look forward to.
Yeah.
And so we're always looking for stories, number one. So if you're a startup and you're a year or two in, you want to talk to us, we'd love to hear from you. As a feature, yeah, of course, absolutely.
This is year 2. January 2026 will be year 3.
Oh, okay. That would be a great idea. I don't know that we've ever done a podcast type news daily thing, so that would be really exciting. So let's do that for sure.
Okay.
But people should. It's a monthly show. The season 6 first episode dropped last month. We'll be doing some encores of that, and then of course, Wish You Were Here, which is in season 4. It's more of a tourism. This is things that you can do, see, visit. It's not as much for our local communities to get out and explore as it is to bring in people from the outside world into this area. And we feature it. It's not exclusive to one part of the country or one part of this Upper Cumberland. We go all over. I mean, we featured all kinds of locations and events and historical type venues to get people knowing that they're there. And we've been in McMinnville and Warren County lots. So be looking for that new season starting up in November. And then we have a holiday show called Live Green. It's a Live Green holiday cooking special, and it's with Greta Casey, which she owned Greta Catering, and now her family owns it, but it's with Greta, if people are familiar with her catering business. And then Melinda Kiefer. So that'll be all premiering on Thanksgiving Day evening.
Oh,
Thanksgiving evening. Yeah.
And so to recap, a little follow-up on one of your last events you did, raising awareness of, because grant funding was being cut, how was those events for you?
Yeah. You know what? It was gangbuster. I think we raised nearly $70,000 that day.
Wow. It was Avery and everybody that participated.
Well, we couldn't have done it, obviously, without, people like you supporting us and bringing awareness to the work that we do and the value that we bring to the Upper Cumberland. And it was a tremendous day. And it has just been, and it continues, to bring in new members. A membership to WCT is $5 a month, $60 a year. And you get Passport with that, which is a great benefit if you love on-demand viewing. If you're like, oh, I don't watch TV. Well, having Passport helps you with that on-demand viewing. And you're supporting your local public television because all dollars raised stay right here in the Upper Cumberland. They don't go anywhere else. They stay right here to produce local content, to continue to bring early learning literacy to our Upper Cumberland, PBS Kids, all the great things that we do, as well as emergency alerting during weather systems we're able to reach. And we're free over the air. We have 4 channels free over the air. So when you are a member of our station with WCT, of course, your gift potentially could be tax deductible because we're a nonprofit, but also just know that it goes beyond just television. It goes to support family, early learning literacy, emergency alerting, storytelling, historical preservation, all of the above. So this fall, they should think about that as they plan their annual giving.
Okay. Well, I know it's been a long day, and me and you are two probably busy ladies today. I appreciate you waiting on everybody coming through. But any final thoughts that you want to just tell the community?
No, I just hope to see everybody come out for that November the 2nd screening in McMinnville at the Park Theater. Love to see you, love to meet you, love to hear what your story is. And we always love to hear from our viewers. So check out WCTE.org and come out and see.
Will you be there on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure to make a little pop-in visit with you for sure. Guys, if you want any more information on what Avery's talking about, always just check out the WCTE website for all this information more. And if you're having issues with it, just let me know. I can help you. I just helped Miss Dell find Mr. Tom Davis's, Facebook page. I'm all about helping people out and finding more. But Avery, thanks again for coming on the show this morning. We always look forward to talking with her on our once a month talks about just keeping informed. That's what this show's all about, being transparent, educational, and just keeping the information out there. And if there's a question that you have, feel free that you can call or email WCTE, or you can call us at 931-369-3050, and I'll make sure to get the information to Miss Avery and find out what y'all need to know. Thanks again, Avery.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. We're going to take another break from our sponsors, but when we get back, more things to come on all things and everything local. Keep it first, Warren County.
The best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country. Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Again, right now in downtown McMinnville, the weather forecast for today is going to be, right now we're at 63 degrees. Today's high is 69. Tonight's low is 48. Going on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, getting into your weekend, it's going to look like it's going to stay in the mid-60s to almost the high of 67 for the rest of the week. And then on the weekend, Saturday is going to be cloudy, high of 68, low of 48. Now on Sunday, we did say that rain is starting to come in, and it's saying anything from 50 to 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday through Wednesday as of right now. A little recap last night, if you watched. Now we're going to recap about the 3 meetings. Of course, we did the economic meeting followed by the joint meeting of the financial committees. And then we went to the El Capitan of all meetings. The county commissioners meeting was last night, where they all got together and they did their reports. And here is the summary. I haven't wrote the whole story up yet, but the docket for the meeting was approved, unanimous. Public wishing to speak, they asked that. They only had one person last night openly public speak about the 3-star grant, which was Holly McBride with the McMinnville Special Games. But going on that, minutes were accepted and written. Animal Control came up with their quarterly report, and Jeff was, after he did it, they approved it. But he did make aware of the big donation of $1,430 was made on October the 7th to the Warren County Animal Control and Adoption Center in memory of James Caldwell by his daughters Tori Walker and Taylor Wademaker. And so we did a moment of silence for that, because it was just every dollar earned goes so far, and to donate that huge amount of money to the animals that are in shelter was phenomenal. So thank you to Tori and Taylor, and I'm so sorry about the passing of your dad, James Caldwell. The new health department is progressing well. They talked about that. Today there is a flu shot clinic, a free one, going on all day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can get through the drive-through. So if you are a business, family members that get flu shots on the regular, make sure you go and check that out. The Industrial Appreciation Day golf tournament, Wendy came up there. That was head of the IDB, and talked about the golf tournament and how the networking event, it was a huge success. DFAB is the new owner of Polyflex, was announced, and the investment of $8.3 million, creating 58 jobs, relocating to the old Aquatech building within city limits. The building grounds reported that the parking lot is, and then going on, the building grounds reported that the parking lot is almost halfway finished with asphalt laid and stripping done. Sidewalk work is expected soon. You can see that outside the admin building. The Economic and Agricultural Report, one more third. They talked about the at the airport, where they had their every third Saturday, they have their breakfast out their meal. It was another huge success. I was out there this past Saturday. It was delicious. Make sure you go. Their last one is coming up for the year, which will be in November. That's going to be the last one. So if you're looking, you're thinking, like, what on the calendar date is that? And as I'm looking for you guys, that is going to be The November the 15th is going to be the last breakfast of the year for the EAA group. So because with the holidays and such. So make sure you go and check that out. 2 appointments were made for the Industrial Development Board were made. Health and Welfare reported, they noted that 31 animals have been in shelter over 100 days, and yet the donations are increasing, which is great. The county jails population right now is sitting at 239 inmates, 189 males, 50 females, and 10 doc are in there. Plans underway for automotive class building construction by year-round. Reappointments were made unanimous for the 911 board members, which were Clint Easy, Jeff Carter, and Gary George. The Industrial Board, Development Board appointed Jeff Lee and Glenda Taylor were approved unanimously last night. The Highway Bridge Committee approved reducing the speed limit on Roy Foster Road to 30 miles per hour. The resolution passed 21-0. The courthouse grant resolution was brought up last night, applying for a state grant of up to $200,000 with a 5% match to repair the windows and the exterior. The application deadline for this this grant is due by November the 7th, and that also passed unanimously, 21-0. The 3-star grant, which we've been talking about, went up for the board. And like I said, Holly McBride with the McMinnville Special Games came up, and you can watch this whether you watched it on Ben Lomond or my feed. But with that said, Holly McBride came up and she talked about her, like how it will help the McMinnville Special Games folks and give them an opportunity to showcase their talents. And so one thing that I did get from the 3-star grant at the aftermath was from several folks was, after it got approved, no one really asked questions about it. So hopefully everybody understands what we are getting into. But the 3-star grant, we did get, they're going to sign it, and we're going to get the $250,000. It's a no match grant, and it got approved last night. And it is going to help renovate the approximately 4,500 square foot portion of the mall. It's like, right, where Goodies is that now the senior center is taken up. There's just a little chunk at the end that's an eyesore. And so this money is going into fixing that. So then they can do what Terry Bell, has been calling the coffee shop, they're now calling a community hub, is what he was pushing last night. And they want to employ it with special needs and senior citizens. We talked about how she was, Holly McBride was how she was in favor for the grant, emphasizing employment opportunities for special needs individuals. Now, the budget amendment, moving on to the next thing, the budget amendment approved for juvenile services to cover court-ordered detention for an individual under 18 until at least February. And if you go back and watch the video when it comes to this budget amendment, no matter what happened on this, we was going to have to do this no matter what, because this individual is somebody that is one of our cases that's under the age of 18. And now that they've tried everything they can do here, this individual has to be moved somewhere else. And so we have to cover the cost of that no matter what. But they had to do a budget amendment to move some funds around. Talking about a budget amendment moved the hotel motel tax revenue from debt services to general fund. And then, of course, last night at the end of the meeting, candidates for the Tennessee House of Representatives, 43rd District, introduced themselves. Of course, the incumbent, Paul Sherrill. And then the newest one putting his name in the hat is Dwayne Howard. And Howard emphasized his local roots, his experience, and commitment to the community and representation. And Sherrill, talked about how long he's been in that position. He also talked about how, he appreciates everyone that has voted him in continuously in the Warren County community, and he wishes to continue that on in this next upcoming election. And then, of course, the meeting adjourned. So that is like a quick recap of our little government from last night. We're going to take another quick break from a word from our sponsors, and when we get back, more to come. So remember, Warren County, keep it first.
53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you'll ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and build supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren County for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumber yard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
We don't have a lot. How many minutes?
Your one-stop shop for all your building needs, from the showroom to the lumber yard.
Yeah, you want me to grab some and bring some, or you want to go pick them up? They're $2 a quick.
With your guaranteed
satisfaction. But we had enough. We had about
Supreme Building Products.
We got some in on there.
Supreme Building
All right.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks in Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535. Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. And on the phone with me, I have my good friend and confidant, Miss Melody Crim. Hello. So she text messaged me while we were on break. And guys, I don't want to say it just keeps getting better and better, what we're hearing, what we're seeing. I do want to say this, Melody, and then it transitions to what you're going to talk about. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to Jackie Powers for not only, I haven't even showed Melody what we have. I have not only has she let me borrow the Nurseryman's bowl that she got that says Miss Congeniality and the year on it. She also gave me all the news clippings from that news article back in the Southern Standard back in the heyday, as well as the program book from back then.
See, this is fantastic. So that way we can learn a little bit more about it, because it's been a minute. You know?
It's been a minute, yes. But tell everybody what you have found out.
I have found out that indeed this Tree City Bowl is the reincarnation of the Nurseryman's Bowl, hopefully with calmer tempers and things get along a little bit better. But I am sure this first year they are not going to go full tilt boogie and bring everything back. This may just be the game this time.
Yeah.
And see how it's received, and then we may start bringing in the congeniality and bringing stuff back slowly. I could be wrong. They may just throw everything down.
Yeah. Well, Jackie was telling me back then they did the pageant the weekend before before the bowl, and then she was there the night of, she was there at the ball game.
So I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this plays out. But I am very excited about this.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, our cheerleaders did not make it to state.
Yeah.
But fortunately, that means they will be able to be there that night for this game. So yay for that.
Yay.
I just got to spend the morning with them at the Dunkin' Donuts grand opening, and of course they're all peppy, awake, and cheerful that early in the morning.
Right.
Of course, they're also caffeinating as they went.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm all for bringing back old traditions. There's something that I want back here in Warren County that I would love to have. I don't know if it will ever happen, but at some point they had a water parade, and it went down. Guys, I don't know all the rivers here, but the one that goes to the Riverfront Park and then down to Upper Branch, and people would build floats that actually floated on the water, and they would float down the river.
Really?
Yes, I saw pictures at the Heritage Alliance Museum, and I'm like, wait a minute, how do we bring that back?
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I would love that. And then, of course, there was like Miss Molasses. Guys, somebody's going to go in the comments shaking their head going, no, girl, it's not it. It was something like that. We had so much more that used to go on. And that got eliminated as the years went on. But I would love for it to come back. You know, our town's growing, our town is prospering again, and I love that. And our downtown is better than it's been in a very long time, and I would love to be able to showcase that. So, but no, this morning, Dunkin' Donuts bright and early.
What time did you get there? I heard reports that it was jam-packed before 6 o'clock, and people were parked over at the shoe store.
Yes. So I arrived at 7 with the band, and at that time, it was a pretty good flow of traffic, but it was hard to tell who came in with the band and who didn't. Now, the drive-thru was tough because I had to keep moving. We all had to keep moving out of the road to the drive-thru to get the people to get out.
Yeah.
The drive-thru was very busy.
Okay.
I had gone inside, but the line was really long, so I actually went on the app and placed my order.
Yeah.
So that I could be outside and just run in and get my drink. But one of my beta kids was there, and she graciously saw it and brought it to me. So I didn't even go back in. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And, but no, the band did great. I got the mascot to get in there with the guard, so we had the Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup over there dancing with them, and of course they played Hot to Go, and I did post that video. And I know that people think that this is a lot of pomp and circumstance for just a business, opening wide. There was quite a few negative comments in the comments, but guys, you got to look at it this way. This is the new business opening. That's great. That's great for Warren County because that's more tax money coming in.
Yep.
Not just from the customers, but from the employees. I mean,
more job opportunities. There's a lot of pros to this.
This is a great reason to celebrate. That's one less empty building that's just sitting there. And let me tell you, these guys were so gracious. We all got merch. You'll see in my pictures, half the kids are wearing beanies that they got. I had my Dunkin' Donuts sunglasses. One of the other kids gave me their cowbell. I mean, not like the cheap pins and magnets. I mean, it was really good stuff they were giving out. And first day opening, and this company immediately gives $3,000 to Home of McMinnville. Now,
wow.
So I mean, it's not negative. This is a great thing. And they were so good to our kids, and it was wonderful. It was a great day.
I love that. And I want to do a big shout out to our boy, Matt. You might know him as Matt or Justin. Campbell was out there representing Warren First 931 today for us because he called me last night so eager. And I was like, yeah, if you want to go, that's absolutely fine. So be looking for his article in our newspaper next week because he is one of our writers, and he is phenomenal at his writing. I have to applaud him every time. He's even got
an avid reader.
Yes.
So I think that helps a lot.
Yeah.
And he's very smart.
He's very smart. And that's what I was getting at, because if no one's read his past articles he's done with us, he's done a lot more than just what's coming up. But he's also going to be doing a article about this book he just finished, because he wanted to make sure he read this for his because next week it's going to be all about our Halloween edition. So if you have anything Halloween going on, you need to let us know, because that's what's going to be put intricated throughout the entire paper.
Yes.
Because if you have a trail of treats, trunk or treat, street treats, whatever you want to put treats on, if you have anything going on at your churches, at your organizations, if you're going to be a part of this the downtown event, please, please, please let us know. I know that this weekend is actually kicking off a lot of Trail of Treats, like little Halloween gatherings and get-togethers. So,
Michael Benucci's confirmed that they're actually going to do theirs at the Civic Center Halloween night.
Yeah,
so,
he confirmed that last week. Yep.
Yep.
And
you know what? I lost track of my timing, and I want to go ahead and start talking about this because I seriously thought it was next week.
Oh, okay.
And then I was talking to Alma Shoemaker last night. And she's like, no, girl, it is this week. Y'all, Halloween bingo is Thursday.
It is. I have it on the calendar. I was going to talk about it. Take it over.
Yes. So, guys, come in costume. Come do Geek Bingo. I will not be there that night. I have really stepped back from that organization. I'm actually going to be at Into the Woods that night.
Yeah.
But please go out and support these ladies. Halloween Bingo was a blast last year. We had so much fun. $5 a card. You can play all night, and it's at the Heritage Event Center. And for those of you who are like, what is that? That is the big dome building that used to be a gymnasium, and then Mr. Shady turned it into the Pioneer Play Pit. And
I was like, who are you talking about? Never mind. I know who you are.
Talking about.
I know you know.
I couldn't remember his name. Sorry, he is Mr. Shady to me.
Yeah.
I'm one of those ones he got. But anyway, so now it is an event venue, and it is an amazing place. I think they do pickleball out there, doing great things with that building. And that is where Halloween Bingo will be.
Yeah.
So go out, play, hang out with the girls. There's so much fun. We're going to be serving concessions. So yeah, definitely. Doors open at 5:30. Game starts at 6. So get in there, get your cards, get settled. It's a great time.
I love it. And speaking of events on this week, as Melody has mentioned, just going into it, guys, with it being the 21st, there is going to be today is the 21st, right? Yeah. There's going to be.
Sounds great.
What now?
I said, sure, that sounds great. I have no idea what day of the week it is.
Yeah, I had to double check myself because I messed up on the thing. Crap, I did do it wrong. Hold on. So this was the 20th. Oh, hold on. I messed up. You know what? Me and Melody weren't joking when we were tired, okay? Now I got to go back to another calendar to confirm this, and then I know I jacked it up wrong. Okay, the 21st. Okay, now I can fix this. Okay.
What'd you mess up?
Nothing. We're just not going to talk about it right now. Okay. So I move on. I digress. So today is, of course, the 21st. The Industrial Development Board is meeting today, and it is a closed session, I was told. This one they normally are public, but sometimes things cannot be public, and that's fine, but we'll find out what we can and report about it in next week's newsletter. Also, of course, we talked about Dunkin' Donuts already. Don't forget, today, going on all day long at the Warren County Health Department drive-through, you can get free flu shots going on today. That's right, because the 22nd, I keep putting like the 22nd is not on a Wednesday, but it is on a Wednesday. On Thursday, nothing to our knowledge is going on Wednesday night, the 22nd. October the 23rd, they have the Pregnancy Care Centers hosting their More Than Imagined Harvest of Hope event at the Warren County Farmers Market at 5:30. The MES monthly board meeting will also be happening at the EMS conference room at 5:30. Melody's already talked about bingo going on Thursday night with Caring Hearts United. And, of course, she also talked about Into the Woods is going to be opening night.
It's going to be so good. I'm sorry. I am so excited.
I know you are.
I am so excited. I love this show. And Dakota Moore, our Mr. Superlative, Senior Superlative, director of the upcoming Goosebumps, but he is one of the title characters. And I have a favorite song from Into the Woods, and I cannot wait to hear him sing it. It's going to be great. He is so talented. And it's so talented. Our very own intern, Aiden Harris, is also in this one.
He is. I love our interns. We have some really good interns. I love them.
Yes, we do.
And then on Friday, October the 24th, is another ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce with Knowles Private Wealth. And that's going to be at 12 p.m. Trail of Treats is kicking off at Willow Branch Health and Rehabilitation at 4 p.m. I will be there. Excuse me. I'm telling you, it's like I'm trying to catch up. Not enough oxygen in the brain. I need some plants around me, so for some good oxygen. Also going on October the 24th, which I should put in here as well. Don't forget that it is also the senior night for football. Kickoff is at 7. Another one of our amazing interns, Kason Nunley, is going to be hosting again the pre-show at 6:30 with some of his friends, like from last time.
Now, I cannot get confirmation on when the senior walk is. I'm hearing 6:15, but I don't know. Kelly, as soon as I can get confirmation, or as soon as you get confirmation, we will put that on the page.
Okay.
I missed it last year because I thought it was a halftime thing, like homecoming board. It is not. It is before the game, and if you are not there, they will just keep going. They will not wait on you.
Yeah.
So if you are a senior band member, football, Lady Red, or cheer, am I right? I think that's everybody.
That's right.
You have to be there. But we will get confirmation on that time because I've had several moms with seniors and they don't even know.
Yeah.
So we will definitely let you guys know as soon as we know.
And then the big day. Saturday is a big day, guys. And I want you to know, whether it's me or Melody or Brian or any of our interns, there's only so many of us. And there's already a ton of events on October the 25th. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit all these, but we're going to try to hit as many as we can.
I will be, okay, so I have to be with the band, but they don't, we are not going until 3 o'clock. So,
okay.
My morning's clear, but that night, I'm going to miss the Saddle Club, and I'm so upset because the horses and the riders are going to be in costumes. And
so where is what's the Saddle Club doing?
They're doing their show, but it's going to be at the Warren County Fairgrounds down
What
in the
time?
arena. I have it at 5 p.m.
Okay, I didn't put that in here, so let me put that in there.
Okay, do you also?
Saddle Club, and they're going to be where?
At the arena at the fairgrounds.
The lower arena at the fairgrounds. Yeah.
The person that puts that on is normally listening to us, so if I am incorrect, which that's what I have written down, please let us know. And her name begins with an S, but there's too many S names in my head right now.
Isn't Amy a part of that? Amy, she just got remarried. Dammit.
I don't know. I only deal with the one that begins with an S whose name I can't remember.
Okay. Well, I put it in there. So, with that said, so this is the events going on for October the 25th. And so everybody brace with me on this. The Master Gardener's plant sale is going on that morning at 7 a.m. at the Warren County Farmers Market. We had Miss Dale come in the show this morning. We got the McCruisin for the Hawks car and motorcycle show at 10 a.m. at the Warren County High School. There is going to be a children's Halloween party opportunity. If you have not signed up yet, you can do that. Go to the Oh Sugar Facebook page. They have a 10 a.m. slot and a 2 p.m. slot.
Wait a minute. Is this the cookie thing?
It's the cookie book thing.
I think that got canceled.
Okay, I did not know that.
Hang on, let me double check, but I think that.
As you're doing that, I'm going to keep going on.
Keep going, and I'll get
Okay, at 2 p.m., Ivy Bluff Fall Festival will be having at the Ivy Bluff Community Church. Trunk or Treat, Freedom of Life at 2 p.m. Pulling for Sid, a benefit auction for Sydney Grove at 4 p.m. at the detention at the elementary. Of course, Melody just mentioned the Saddle Club event at the Low Arena at the fairgrounds at 5 p.m. Three Sisters Candle Company is hosting a Halloween sip and pour at 6 p.m. And then also going on that day is the Miss Middle and Central Tennessee pageant at 6 p.m. at the Warren County High School. And then another showing of Into the Woods presented by the Park Theater at 7 p.m. Did you find it yet?
Well, there's the Besties and Booze coming up.
Is that?
All this is doing is making me hungry. Oh, I don't need to eat any of this.
When's Besties and Booze?
Okay, so Besties and Booze has been changed. I'm wondering if we're talking about the same thing. We need to get Miss Penny on the phone. Besties and Booze is what it said it was supposed to be the 26th. Not the day we were talking about?
No, I'm on the 25th.
Okay, well, this was supposed to be at the 26th, and it has actually now been moved until the 30th. Join us for an exciting girls' night out, decorating an adorable Halloween-themed cake, dressed as adult treats and no tricks. 6-inch cake, 6 to 8 p.m., $50 per person.
That's not this one.
I'm positive the cookie thing got canceled because there was not enough.
I will call Penny after we get off the show.
Sorry, we'll get this confirmed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was last week information, and my brain does not hold on to things sometimes.
No, you're fine. But the Halloween sip and pour is with Three Sister Candles. So what?
Yeah.
I don't think what you're talking about, the Besties booth thing, is something different.
That's a no sugar.
Okay, that's not. I don't.
There's so much these burn months trying to kill us.
I'm telling you, the burr months are not my friend. And then on October the 26th, we have Into the Woods presented by the Park Theater again, another presentation of that. And then at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Campaign Church of God is the Trunk or Treat with hot dogs and s'mores. Okay? And then as of right now, for the following week, this is what we got. October the 28th is the Tree City Choir Halloween edition at the Warren County High School Auditorium at 7 p.m. October the 29th is the movie fundraiser for sheltered animals. They're going to be featuring The Lost Boys at 6 p.m. at the 3-Star Cinema. The St. Matthew's Episcopal Church is hosting their Trunk or Treat at 6 p.m. Oh, no, you are fine. I could have helped you pick that up. No, you are fine. And then on October the 30th, which is next Thursday, is the Warren County Republican Party Women's Group is hosting their Gather and Grow event at 6 p.m. at the Magnolia Room, which is located at 201 Locust Street at the admin building. Yours truly will be there. I'm one of the 3 speakers. Lanisa Bell is another one, and then Miss Slayton is the other one. We're all going to be talking about different things going on in the world and around us at this point. My biggest thing I've been telling everybody is I am going to be pushing. My biggest topic is going to be about mainstream media. Like the popular media companies that I really do feel like they abuse their power to some degree because they realize how much control that they have on people's opinions, I really do believe that if we can change that in a positive way, I do think the world will be a better place.
I really do think that they have the power's gone to their head.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Oh, hey, Kelly.
Hey, Melody.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. This is the thing. I just saw this. I don't know if you have heard this, but give me a minute. Turning Point Church, Turning Point USA,
Yes.
is having an alternative Super Bowl party.
Halftime show. It's the All-American halftime show. Yes.
Did you hear who is going to be performing?
I've heard. Okay, I don't know. If it's on Turning Point USA, I'll believe you because I don't know what's happening yet.
It would be Adam Sandler.
See, I've heard Adam Sandler. I've heard Jelly Roll. I've heard some. Is this on Turning Point's page? Let me look it up right quick.
Let's take a look. But I mean, what a great idea. I wonder what that's going to do.
Let's see. I'm on their page. Events. Charlie's Vision. Donate. Events. They got to have this, right?
See, now this article that I was reading, now I'm seeing that Sharon Osbourne has donated money to this, and that doesn't seem right.
See, you gotta read it, yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of fake posts.
Sharon Osbourne is supportive of Charlie Kirk. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna search it right quick. I'm on their website right now.
I see that.
All American halftime show. Americans increasingly unite. No, I'm not seeing it on their page yet either. So I can't confirm or deny that. There's just a lot of reports going on right now about what the All-American halftime show is going to be like. So I've heard Jelly Roll. I've heard a lot of Christian artists. I've heard Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that would be a really neat thing.
Yeah.
If that is the thing. I mean, if that is.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
But
it would be different.
Yeah.
But, honestly, I think Jelly Roll would be an excellent halftime show. Because I've talked about it, that they need to go back to the days where they had artists everybody knew about, even if they didn't listen.
And here's my thing, Melody. I think the way to pick out a true, like the best artist, it's not the one that sells the most tickets or the most CD sales or whatever the case may be. It needs to be like what you said, the most popular one to know. And off the top of my head, the best person to choose from at that point to me would be like Taylor Swift. Everybody knows her music. Everybody knows her. She's popular with everybody in some form or fashion. She may not be everybody's cup of tea, but she is a majority of everybody's cup of tea, guys.
Well, Jelly Roll's kind of the same way.
Same.
Taylor's already said that she will not do a halftime show.
Right, and that's why I say I just wanted to put her name in the pot I agree. And listen, I am not, let me say this while I can. I am not against the Super Bowl picking Bad Bunny because, you know why, guys? I don't know who Bad Bunny is. I don't know his music, but I want to tell you the only reason I know who Bad Bunny is because he was actually on an Adam Sandler, the newest Happy Gilmore 2, and he was the caddy for Happy Gilmore. That's the only way I know Bad Bunny.
Wow, see, I didn't know who he was at all.
Yeah, and he plays the Hispanic, that's his caddy. That's how I know who Bad Bunny is. But anything else, I don't know his beliefs, his values. I don't know his music.
That's my thing, though, is I just feel like it needs to be somebody that's widely known. Even if they're not listened to, people know who they are. Like the Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson. You know, there's not been a country music artist that has performed for the Super Bowl from like 93, 94.
Yeah.
And then you count Shania Twain, and I really don't see her as country. I mean, like real country, like Reba or
or Dolly. I know. Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to see Lainey Wilson. Like Lainey Wilson would have been a good halftime show.
Well, you have gotten me so addicted to her. She was until you started her bit.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, this girl's fire.
She
I
is.
really like her.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. And she's actual country.
Yeah,
There's so
she
many
is.
opposers nowadays, but she's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm also interested to see who's going to do the national anthem because there for a while we had like 3 years running where the national anthem was better than the halftime show.
That is actually, yeah. I mean, I really look forward to the national anthem more than the halftime show for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And they have had, like Chris Stapleton, phenomenal.
Man, if he and Jelly Roll did the halftime show,
I mean, boom! We just came up with the best halftime show ever. And do you know how many people would just come singing a little snippet with Jelly Roll? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's throw Teddy Swims in there too. Throw Teddy in with them.
Oh my gosh, Teddy! Oh,
Teddy, Jelly Roll,
yes,
and Chris Stapleton. What a show!
That would be phenomenal. But with that, we do have to wrap up the show today. As always, I'm getting closer to the 11 o'clock slot we got. But before I do want to say this. Guys, there's 2 other fundraisers I forgot to mention, and I want to make sure to give it. The EAA Chapter 1700 Building Program is having a fundraiser charity dinner and auction this Saturday on the 25th at 6 p.m. So make sure, if you want, I'm going to make sure to post this on our social media today so you can scan the QR code and get some details on that. Also, yesterday, the Generations Robert Coy House is doing an activity fundraiser this Thursday. What's the time? It doesn't say a time. 10 a.m. Sorry, there it is at the bottom. 10 a.m. They're going to have grilled chicken and strawberry salad. It's going to be great. It's $10 a plate. If you have any questions about this, call them at 507-4849. Also going on this week, I need to make sure to tell everybody this because it is near and dear to my heart here in the community, Families in Crisis, New Beginnings. As I'm trying to type this up, and I can't even type right now, Melody.
Such great work.
They do, and they are in what I always have called Hell's Kitchen. And if you don't know what that is, good. Stay out of it as long as you can, all right? But with that said, they have 2 big events going on this week. The one event, is this it right here? Walk in her shoes. Every step. I'm trying to find it on their page so I can tell you verbatim. Calling all spook. They are doing this. Calling all spooky pups. Our virtual Halloween dog costume contest is officially howling. Pet costume contest is going to start from October 17th to October 31st. So post your virtual pet. And people are now coming in. Oh my gosh. It's going to be an In Her Shoes event on Friday. And then they're going to have an event on Saturday. Yes. You can turn the music on. It's fine. I'm at the end. So this Friday, they're doing an In Her Shoes event. Make sure you go out and check that out. And then on Saturday, McMinnville Young Professionals is hosting a trivia night, and all the money raised that night is going to go to Families in Crisis. So much fun. But we do have to cut and run because it's 11:01. I normally don't stay this long. But guys, take care. God bless. And
Matt's about to turn on the shut up and get off the stage music.
He already has. I told him he could turn on the music. Yeah. Guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Ward County, keep it first.
Keep it first.